ever move. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, ready, and.
Good afternoon and welcome to today's ceremony, where we gather to honor Yale High School's graduating class of 2024. I stand here representing a proud district comprised of special people who have helped to shape, guide, and support the educational delivery for the students at Yale Public Schools. I would like to introduce these individuals at this time and would ask that you hold your collective applause until I've had the opportunity to recognize each of them. Mr. Pete Bullard, President of the Yale Board of Education. Mr. Mark Hurlbert, Vice President. Mrs. Dina French, Treasurer. Mrs. Megan Butler, Secretary. Mr. Greg Hoppy, Trustee. Mr. Mike Johnson, trustee. Dr. Michael McClelland, trustee. Mr. Kurt Sutton, superintendent of Yale Public Schools. Mr. Bill Krasinski, assistant superintendent. Mr. Garnet Kohler, high school assistant principal. Mr. Brian Burse and Mrs. Monica Winchester, senior class advisors. Mrs. Erin Kovach and Mrs. Brittany Palmatier, counselors. Mrs. Renee Morris, social worker. Miss Holly Eisler, college advisor. Mrs. Joanne Faley, director of food service. Mr. Adam Nelson, junior high school principal. Dr. Dave Phillips, John F. Farrell elementary principal. Mrs. Therese Damon, Avoca elementary principal. And Mr. Rick Carlson, Yale elementary principal. And finally, our keynote speaker, Mrs. Carrie Burse, class of 1996. Additionally, I would like to recognize that we did not get here today on the efforts of those mentioned alone. Today is the result of a great journey during which many people had a positive influence on our graduates. These people helped to shape and mold these graduates into the success story they are today. I wish to acknowledge the teachers that are in attendance today. They represent the many who have played such an instrumental role in your child's educational development. I would ask that the staff please rise and be recognized for their role in the shaping of the class of 2024. Finally, I ask the class of 2024 to stand and join me in recognizing your parents. Class, you can stand. And others in attendance today who played an instrumental role in your life. Parents, please know that not only have you done your job, you have done it well. The class of 2024 boasts many accomplished individuals who will no doubt will represent this community well in their future endeavors. As the class of 2024 valedictorians and salutatorian approach the stage, I want to point your attention to the insert in your program that recognizes these students' many achievements. This year's valedictorians and salutatorian achieved this great level of distinction, with many of them challenging themselves in our most rigorous courses. The class of 2024 valedictorians and salutatorians are members of the National Honor Society, received the Yale Board of Education Award and the Academic Letter all 4 years, and are Presidential Academic Excellence Award recipients. In addition, these individuals accrued numerous teacher recognition awards throughout their high school careers. This group of graduates also amassed an impressive and varied resume outside of the classroom. They are the best and brightest recipients, Spanish and art club members, class officers, St. Clair County Tech Student Council officers, BWAC All Academic recipients, Promoting Academic and Success mentors, Skills USA Award winners, student members on the Yale Board of Education and the City of Yale's City Council, all conference athletes, student council officers, YHS studio news anchors, and BWAC all academic team recipients. These graduates gave back to our school and community, and their service and leadership greatly benefited both. Finally, as we celebrated on Thursday's Senior Honors Convocation, these individuals earn many academic and local scholarships as they continue their chosen pathways beyond Yale High School. I will now introduce each of our valedictorians and this year's salutatorian. As I introduce each distinguished graduate, I ask that their parents to stand to be recognized as well. Blake Barr, who who will be attending Michigan State University, son of proud parents Cassandra and Steve Barr. Brett Burse, who will be attending St. Clair Community College, son of proud parents Carrie and Brian Burse. Alex Bullard, who will be attending the University of Michigan Ann Arbor, son of proud parents Jennifer and Pete Bullard. Blake Ferguson, who will be attending Ferris State University, son of proud parents Amanda and Jay Ferguson. Chase Holly, who will be attending St. Clair Community College, son of proud parents Stacy and Bob Holly. Connor Jakubiak, who will also be attending St. Clair Community College, son of proud parents Lynn and Anthony Jakubiak. Jayla Krosnicki, who will be attending Davenport University, daughter of proud parents Cindy and Eric Krosnicki. Amanda Mackin, who will be attending St. Clair Community College, daughter of proud parents Diane and Mike Mackin. Ryan Monarch, who will be attending St. Clair Community College, son of proud parents Cindy and Ernie Monarch. Madeline Stephanitis, who will be attending Central Michigan University, daughter of proud parents Susanna and Ted Stephanitis. Brooklyn Shuko, who will be attending Michigan State University, daughter of proud parents Beth and Jared Shuko. Nathan Winchester, who will be attending St. Clair Community College, son of proud parents Monica and Dan Winchester. And this year's salutatorian, Ian Hunt, who will be pursuing a lineman apprenticeship, son of proud parents Amy and Chris Hunt. As our valedictorians and salutatorian make their way back to their seats, please join me in another round of applause recognizing these students and their parents for their achievements through their high school careers. Janae, you may approach the stage. We now have the privilege of hearing from three of our graduates, Brooklyn Shuko, Madeline Stephanitis, and Janae Beatty. First up is Brooklyn Shuko.
It is my pleasure to welcome students, families, and faculty to graduation day at Yale High School. I'm honored to have the privilege of delivering a speech to the class of 2024. It was just yesterday that we all had our preschool graduation, then 5th grade graduation, 8th grade graduation, and the last one on our journey together, high school graduation. All these places on our journey together were just road stops and mile markers to get to where we are today. This journey hasn't only involved each other, but our parents, aunts, uncles, and grandparents. However, after today, most of our paths will go separate ways because life is a journey, not a destination. Time isn't going to stand still after today, so we must continue our way toward the direction of our destinations. Whether our destinations are teachers, nurses, businessmen and women, engineers, or a trade career, we all have a purpose to follow in life. It's important to have an idea of where we want to go, but the journey to get there is just as significant. Along our journeys after today, we must embrace a traveling lifestyle. This doesn't mean going on vacations every month and spending money, but always exploring new opportunities. Opportunities come by taking risks and focusing on the now, not the next road stop miles ahead. Risks don't mean dangerous decisions, but rather stepping out of your comfort zone to push yourself to your potential. Taking risks will allow for new routes to open up in the future. A traveler's lifestyle comes with being prepared. This doesn't mean packing clothes to embrace all weather conditions, but being prepared to face bumpy roads and failure. We have to be able to embrace failure in order to learn from our mistakes and be stronger and wiser for the next pothole. Finally, a traveler has to have a strong enough why to travel to a destination. Along our routes, we must identify our why. By finding your why, you'll be able to change the direction of your destination based on your values and passions. Life is a journey, not a destination. You must be the traveler. Before traveling down our own roads, I would like to thank the teachers, staff members, and administrators who helped us begin our journey and inspired us to pick a destination. Your hard work and dedication to helping others down different paths don't go unnoticed. Fellow graduates, I reflect on all our memories together, and I'm certain our journeys will hold many successes and we will cross paths in the future. Make your goal in life your direction, for life is a journey, not a destination. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Now we have the privilege to hear from Madeline Stephanitis.
Congratulations, Yale High graduates. Before I begin, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to my family who equipped me with the necessary tools, bringing me to this moment. Additionally, I extend my thanks to the entire staff for their tireless efforts in preparing us, enabling us to be here today. For those of you who know me, know that I have been counting down the days to graduation since last June. 347 days turned to 1 within the blink of an eye. 13 years of school, 17 or 18 years to back it up, and now we stand on the threshold of what is ahead of us, life. Ahead of us are all the years we have yet to live, all the experiences we have yet to know. Until now, we have all lived an orderly and structured life, year after year, just preparing for the next. But now we get to embark on a life that is solely our own. Today is the first day of the rest of our lives. Growing up, we were constantly asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? As a kid, I wanted to be a pop star. Soon pop star evolved into baker, which evolved into military, and then the doctor. The list is never ending. As we inched closer and closer to graduating, this question was constantly ringing in my head. What do I want to be when I grow up? Right now, the best answer I have to this question is successful. To achieve success, to which the definition is different to each of us, we must dedicate ourselves each day to move forward. While we may not always achieve our goals, it is important to remember that setbacks are not failures, rather they propel us into new opportunities. Success isn't just about reaching a specific destination, it's about the journey of continuous growth and improvement. So take the risk, stand out amongst the crowd, and embrace the journey. Our dreams may change and shift over time, but we are always better for having pursued them. After today, you can be anything you want to be. You have the power and control over what happens next. The opportunities ahead are endless. The key is to have no regrets. Don't let life overthrow you and pass you by. Refuse to let others determine your next move, your next dream. At the end of the day, it's entirely up to you. If you dare to dream and diligently work towards it, success is simply a matter of time. Your journey is yours to shape. Make every moment count, and let your journey be a testament to the power of resilience and determination. Once you begin your life in the real world, it won't matter if this person likes you or the other person doesn't. They don't determine your success. You do. Critics will always try and tear you down, but you can't let them. Use their words and judgment to your own advantage. It's your time, and it's your world. The question is, what are you going to do with it? French poet Anatole France once said, "To accomplish great things, you must not only act, but also dream. Not only plan, but also believe." Life holds boundless beauty shaped by your choices. So as we leave here today, I encourage all of you to dream big, work hard, and be kind. Congratulations, and thank you.
Our final speaker will be Janae Beatty.
Welcome, family, friends, faculty members, and thank you for joining us on a day of great celebration. My name is Janae Beatty, a graduate from the class of 2024. Traditionally, speeches are given by the valedictorians of the class. However, I am not the valedictorian, I'm not the student council president, I'm not even an athlete. I'm just Janae Beatty. But if you know me as much more than just a name, whether it be a simple interaction, a friendship, or as a child, or even as a student. Through the years, I have gotten to know every one of you, and I will not forget our friendships here. Top achieving and performing students aren't the only type of students at Yale High School. You don't have to be the highest achieving or most involved student to make an impact. What legacy you should be leaving behind is you, being the best version of yourself. Within the class of 2024, there are definitely unique individuals that will accomplish great achievement despite not being the most recognized or celebrated. However, we all will be celebrated and recognized today. I stand before you today as a representative of Yale High School to celebrate this momentous graduation day. As we gather here today, surrounded by family, friends, and faculty members who have walked beside us and given us an unfathomable amount of love and support, I am honored to address this extraordinary group of individuals. Through the years, we have faced adversity, sacrifice, and commitment and dedication. We have shown ourselves and others true love and beauty through hardships and darkness. We learned to embrace change, and through the face of uncertainty, we have shown adaptability and courage. Today marks the day of a new beginning and an end of an era that we will cherish and take with us for many years to come. I would also like to express the respect and appreciation of our educators and staff members. Without their gracious amount of encouragement and love, we would not be standing here on such an important day. So let's take this time to thank each and every one of you for guiding us through our academic journey. Your knowledge, kindness, and dedication has given us valuable skills we will acknowledge every day to make a positive impact on the world. As we venture into the next chapter of our lives, let's not forget memories, triumphs, and battles that have shaped the foundation of our future. Let us embrace new opportunities with open hearts and open minds. Let us carry lessons, memories, and skills that will uplift us and those around us. Let us not forget ourselves and the impact we have all uniquely made along the way that has shaped us and gotten us to where we are today. Graduates of the class of 2024, I have every faith and confidence you will achieve extraordinary, remarkable things. I assure you that every single individual from the class of 2024 has and will continue to make an impact on this world, and I am so proud of all of you. Through collaboration, we have created the power to make our dreams come true. Believe in your abilities and never forget who you are or where you came from, and that we all have so much to offer. Congratulations, class of 2024. May your journey be filled with purpose, love, and enjoyment. May you continue to make a positive impact on the world and continue to learn and grow. May you prosper, live knowing you have the power to change the world, being the best version of yourself. Thank you. Janae Beatty.
As these two graduates return to their seats, I'd like to thank them for their message and well wishes for the class of 24. How about another quick round of applause for that? That was great. It is my pleasure to introduce our honorary speaker, Mrs. Carrie Burse. Carrie has worked for St. Clair Community College for 23 years. She started in 2001 as an admissions representative, and since that time has held various positions with responsibilities in international student admissions, orientation programming, student activities, veteran services, enrollment services, academic advising and records. Carrie has served as registrar since 2010. As registrar, Carrie oversees administrative functions of students' collegiate experiences, including advising, registration, and graduation. Throughout her career, Carrie has been active in the Michigan Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers. She has served on many committees and is a frequent presenter at state conferences. Carrie has also presented at multiple national conferences on subjects ranging from student orientation to student information system processes. Carrie earned 2 associate's degrees from SC4, a Bachelor of Arts in Human Resource Management from Michigan State University, and a Master of Business Administration from Walsh College. Carrie lives in Ruby with her husband Brian, her sons Brett and Leo, and their dog Dewey. Among her many hobbies, she enjoys attending the boys' athletic contests and is a huge Bulldogs fan. Please join me in welcoming Mrs. Carrie Burse.
Good afternoon. As a former Bulldog sideline cheerleader, I should say, this looks like a homecoming crowd. I love it. Gets me all psyched up. So thank you all for being here today. And graduates, it's an honor to be here with you on your graduation day. 28 years ago, I was in my cap and gown as a soon-to-be Yale graduate. I've come full circle as I'm now the speaker, and my oldest son will graduate here in just a few moments. I can still remember the day of my high school graduation. I was so excited to have completed the first big chapter of my life, and I couldn't wait to get started on my college career. Back then, there was no such thing as dual enrollment, and I know that many of you have used that to get an early start on your college careers. In fact, it didn't exist when I was in high school. My graduation day sticks out in my head for multiple reasons. The first is that my class was the first of many to not graduate in the park. It was because of severe weather that day, so we got moved to the gym. Secondly, our current high school was brand new my senior year, and because I was walking with a valedictorian, I got to be the very first student to graduate from the brand new YHS. I also remember my parents being excited for me, but it didn't occur to me back then that they must have had bittersweet feelings that day. Of course they were excited for me, but it was a big change for them too, and now it's my turn to experience those same feelings. I've spent time with many of you during your K-12 journey, from elementary running club events and a 5th grade field trip to Mackinac Island, to year-end award nights and many sporting events. And I've loved being your fan. I am so proud of all you have accomplished, and I can't wait to see where the world takes you. And lucky me, having read the senior spotlights this spring, I look forward to seeing some of you at SC4 this fall. Once you've processed the excitement of this past week, I challenge you to think about your school years. What did you learn about yourself as your time as a Bulldog? Which of those lessons and aha moments will you take with you into the next chapters of your life? Throughout my school years, there were instances that seemed ordinary when they occurred, but the fact that I remember them tells me that they were extraordinary. Those little, everyday moments that were woven into the fabric of my school career helped to shape the life I live today. In today's audience are some of my classmates, as they also have kids graduating today. What I'm about to talk about will be old news for them. For those who don't know me, I've been a Bulldog my whole life. Though I didn't know it at the time, kindergarten introduced me to my husband. Anyone who knew Brian and me in elementary school knew that we were always in competition with each other. In 2nd grade, my teacher told me if I didn't stop worrying about my grades so much, I was going to give myself an ulcer. That teacher is now my mother-in-law. And I'm proud to say I never did get that ulcer. One day in 4th grade, I came home so upset about an assignment on which Brian got a better score than me that I threw down my book bag inside the entrance of our house. I stomped up the stairs, and when I got to the top, my mom shook her finger at me and said, "You know what, Carrie? God has a sense of humor, and you're going to marry Brian Burse someday." I know I rolled my eyes at her back then, but I'm really glad she was right in her prediction. In junior high, my academic competitions with Brian weren't as heated as we were combined with kids from the other 2 elementary schools. And as I was getting older, I started thinking about careers that I would like to pursue. In 7th grade, I had aspirations of becoming an architect, but reality struck in shop class when I learned I was an abysmal drafter. My teacher's shaking head and extremely pursed lips convinced me that I needed to take a different direction. In a high school English class, we were asked to research a career and write a paper about it. At the time, I was considering law. And after doing the research, and mind you, this was before there was internet at the school, so Google was of no help to me, I decided that probably wasn't a great idea for me. So I had to pivot again, and that one assignment helped me to make that change. When I graduated from Yale, I thought I had landed on my college major in hospitality management. But then I realized during my first year in college that while I did enjoy working with people, I wasn't keen on the hours that folks in that industry worked. So I changed directions once again. I decided on a major in human resource management. My first job out of college was in Southfield, where I worked as a placement specialist for the telecommunications and IT industry. The job was cutthroat and the traffic was suffocating. And I quickly realized that I did not enjoy working in the city and that I wanted to put down roots in our school district and eventually raise a family that would graduate from Yale High School, just like several generations of their family before them. This goal is what led me to interview for my first position at SC4. I wanted the job badly, as the core of the job was helping high school students prepare to attend college. It's funny how life works. Plans don't always come out the way you intended, but many times you can't imagine anything else. When I took my first position at SC4 as the high school admissions representative, it was a part-time, 30 hours per week position. I didn't expect it to lead to my life's work, but I'm so grateful that it did. For the past 23 years, I have served in a variety of positions at SC4, with the most recent 14 years as the college's registrar. I have the privilege of helping individuals from all walks of life in their quest for earning a college degree. And while I realize that not everyone's path is college, I want to stress to each of you the importance of learning skills now, while you're just starting out. Educating yourself early in life will lead to many more opportunities down the road. Admittedly, I struggled to write this commencement address as I couldn't land on an overarching piece of advice to give you all. I reviewed famous graduation speeches and I still couldn't find anything that resonated with me. It's because I realized that I don't believe there's a single piece of advice that works for an entire graduating class. So I'm going to leave you with a few nuggets of wisdom. Each of you is unique, and not a single one of you will have the same path. What I want to encourage you all to do is to educate yourself and know that education comes in many forms. Sometimes you learn more from your mistakes than you do from your successes. And if you don't choose the ideal career path the first time, ask for help. If you're in college, the Career Services Office will have suggestions on ways for you to narrow down your likes and dislikes and how to find career paths that are most suited for your interests. If you're joining the military, there are many career paths within each branch. And for those of you attending a trade school or apprenticeship, you may be offered specialty options for training. But be honest with yourself when choosing paths. Don't just study something because you think that's what's expected of you, because it's you who will be working that job. So go with your gut on what feels right. During your studies, if you stumble and don't pass a class, don't give up. Try again, even if it means pivoting in a different direction. Believe in yourself and keep going. The most common sentiment I've heard in my career in higher education is from adults who say, I wish I would have done this sooner. Don't ever stop being curious. Lifelong learners are never bored. Lifelong learners also tend to have better employment horizons. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, Americans average 12 different jobs over their lifetimes, 5 of which are careers. Always being open to new experiences will give you more flexibility to make career changes that lead to better opportunities. You're about to start a new chapter where you will need to navigate networks that are different from those you know now. Remember that in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Remember that there's no charge at all behind smiles. They're free to give, and they can provide somebody that boost they need to keep going. You never know what's going on with others. Some people present a facade that is vastly different than how they're really feeling. Give grace to those who need it and second chances too. Doing so will make it easier to accept the grace of others and the second chances they'll give you. Trust me when I say there will be times in your life where you mess up and you have to say, I'm sorry. And above all, work to find the positives in life. Be optimistic and always think of your glass as half full instead of half empty. How we think about our future happiness is called effective forecasting and is something we should all strive to do. Speaking of positives, be sure to thank all of your loved ones who helped you reach high school graduation. Hugs, handshakes, and words of thanks are all positivity builders. I am so proud of each and every one of you, and I hope you'll consider coming back to our area after you complete your education or training. We need talented young people to continue the good work of our community. Best wishes to you all, and forever, go Bulldogs!
Carrie Burse, in recognition and appreciation of your speech and message to the class of 2024, please accept this token of our appreciation.
Thank you.
All right, class of 2024 and parents, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Mr. Sutton, I am pleased to present Yale High School's class of 2024. They have met the standards set forth by the state of Michigan, as well as those set by the Yale Board of Education, and meet the requirements for graduation.
Good afternoon, and thank you for coming. We appreciate your patience with the change in time and date. Also, thank you to the class of 2024. It's been an honor and privilege to watch you grow as Bulldogs. I was asking my kids what I should do for a speech, and they said, don't do anything. No one wants to hear you talk. So I'm not going to do a lot. Instead, I'm going to say this. Remember to do more and say less. Make today better than yesterday. And as they say every day in the announcements, stay classy, Yale High. It is my honor and privilege to accept the class of 2024 of Yale High School on behalf of the Board of Education. The candidacy and eligibility for graduation determined by the state of Michigan and the Yale Board of Education have been confirmed. Congratulations, Bulldogs. You're on your way. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now bring our graduates on stage to receive their diplomas. Alexander Xavier Bullard. Brett Martin Burse. Brooklyn Mary Schutko. Blake Mitchell Ferguson. Madeline Claire Stefanidis. Jayla Rain Krosnicki. Ryan William Monarch. Connor Joseph Jakubiak. Chase Thomas Holly. Amanda Sue Mackin. Nathan Daniel Winchester. Blake Stephen Barr. Shauna Allison Danhausen. Ian Chris Hunt. Hannah Rose Elizabeth Lotta. Grace Elizabeth Jowett. McKenna Elizabeth Ferguson. Anthony Dwayne Edwards. Jordan David Harat Fogarty. Logan William Pruss. Zane Hunter Powell. Mason James Laskowski. Brooke Ann Strausch. Lola Ann Matthews. Jaden Lawrence Krosnicki. Nathan J. Harnden. Caitlin Alexandria Thompson. Katie Grace White. Andrew Aaron Moorhan. Giovanni James Pardo Keegan. Ava Margaret Richards. Grace Olivia Keskis. Will Daniel Kavanaugh. Christopher James Haywood. Audrey Caroline Tolan. Nora Jean Marsh. Travis Gerald Strew. Alan Rafael Enriquez Ferguson. Tegan Aloysius Snay. Seth Jacob Stady. Aiden Philip Carolden. Thomas Lee Colhane. Olivia Faith Vincent. Kelsey Lee Grisnowitz. Emily Jean Ward. Emily Lynn Rosumny. Riley Christine Lay. Peyton Marie Roosh. Marissa Marie Honecke. Andrew David Willing. Acer Joe Campbell. Randy David Haluski. Grace Lucille Lashbrook. Alejandra Monet Palatowitz. Luke Joseph Waitkiss. Brett Zachary Thompson. Savannah Corinne Edgerton. Kaylee Ann Stafford. Lennon Lewis Hawley. Lucas Mitchell Peltier. Nathan Michael Lee Amneth. William Casimir Jackson. Zachary Andrew Rector. Kelsey Lee Purdue. Isabella Rose Bott. Holly Lastania Elizabeth Faley. Garrett Lee Toller. Martin Joseph Siwak. Makara Lee Smith. Rodney Andrew Vore. Jenny Marie Liebler. Autumn Rose Van Camp. Niles Matthew Hughes. Sarah Nadine Natalie Kraus. David Daniel Dortman. Madison Justine Mason. Maya Dolores Jopik. Morgan Marie Gardner. Ethan Alexander Kydell. Lucas Rushlin Madison. Gabriel Tyler DeGrande. Dylan Dean Tenniswood. Nolan Ryan Horetsky. Jack David Evans. Shade Julius Seuss. Ethan Edward Bates. Jonathan Earl Hoskins. Jaden Daniel Tackaberry. Megan Lynn Forstner. Naylee Nicole Lynch. Keegan Elise Brewer. Regan Riley Chisholm. Dakota Michael Reinhardt. Kobe Charles Bouchard. Owen William Coates. William Thomas Vincent. Angelina Doreen Nash. Janae Lynn Beatty. Miriam Hashimzada. Yannick Bishad. Anne Marie Elizabeth Odile L'Oreal. Besta Doa Yalchin. Cooper Stanley Getz. Lane Jedediah Morris. Alexander Edward McNaughton. Lillian May Williams. Audrey Taylor Rose Walker. Isabella Patricia Cristodero. Audrey Alexis Gordon. Isa Mazen Ajalat. John Michael Zakreski. Owen Blake Miller. Cameron Asher Susi. Louis Frederick Schultz. Abigail Nicole Theory. Lauren Catherine Green. Caitlin Elizabeth Keith. Rebecca Ruth Lasky. Con Prestine Bront. Charlotte Leonie Gunther. Eva Katerina Friedel. Izor Christine Marie Camuset. Zachary Kenneth Hiscock. Anthony Andrew Barber. Hunter Raymond Kammer. Wyatt James Miller. Matthew Lee Sexton. Davide Bianchini. Tuan Wee Din. Cesare Duranza, Aaron Varga, Jillian Marie Kamendat, Madison Mackenzie Adrian, Logan Lynn Miller, Jessica Dawn West, Caden Richard Seeley, Connor Jean LeMay, Ty Allen LaForest, Jeremy Randy Griffith, Audrey Lynn Richardson, Katie Jean Honeycomb,
Congratulations to the class of 2024. At this time, I would like to invite the class of 2024's president, Madeline Stephanitis, back to the stage. As she makes her way up to the stage, I would like to commend the class of 2024 for their time here at Yale High School. The leadership this class provided, as well as the fun we had, whether it was in the hallway, during Monopoly Madness, or at our numerous assemblies, made this year one of the most enjoyable years in my career. They are a class that definitely knows how to enjoy the moment, but one that will also be successful in their lives after high school. After graduation, I hope the class of 2024 continues to demonstrate John Wesley's thoughts when he said, "Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as you can." Congratulations, class of 2024. Without further ado, Madeline Stephanitis.
Congratulations to the class of 2024. At this time, class of 2024, please rise. As president of our class, it is my honor to have you move your tassel.
Class of 2024, you may sit. Before we conclude our ceremony with the throwing of the caps, the high school staff wants to recognize this year's outstanding senior. The staff consider many factors when voting for outstanding senior: academic achievement, extra and co-curricular activities, volunteerism, and community involvement. Teachers reflect on how individuals have demonstrated quality character traits and how they have led by example. Over the last 4 years, this year's outstanding senior has been a radiant example of all these characteristics. They are intelligent, driven, and passionate. They embody the true spirit of a Yale Bulldog by proudly representing the school and community. Held leadership positions throughout their time at Yale High School. Participated on several athletic teams. Was our representative on the City of Yale's council, and will be heading to Michigan State to study marketing and sports management next year. I'm honored to present the class of 2024's Outstanding Senior Award to Brooklyn Shuko. Sorry, Brooklyn, I got a little choked up on that. Here's your monstrous trophy that you can show at your open house. This is the one you can keep. And as our outstanding senior, you get to give a few words of advice or thanks.
Well, I'm kind of speechless, but thank you, everyone. Thank you to the staff. Thank you to my family. Sorry, guys. I couldn't have done this without my mom and my dad. Congratulations, everyone, and good luck in your future. I know we'll all do great things.
Congratulations, Brooklyn. At this time, I ask the class of 2024's President, Madeline Stephanitis, to return to the podium. Parents and guests, I encourage you to get out your phones and cameras for this next part of the ceremony. As you get out your phones or camera, I want to remind the class of 2024 that the final checkout will be housed in the concession stand immediately after the ceremony, which will conclude with the throwing of the caps. Maddie?
Okay, class of 2024, on the count of 3, we will throw our caps. But before we do, please stand, turn, and face the bleachers. One, two, three.
Please join me in one last round of applause for the class of 2024. Thank you for attending.